All right, how are we feeling about the first day of school?
We're excited. Not really, kind of, not.
No, not good. Oh, gee, oh, hey. Yes! I'm gonna have to chop this up in small segments because I got no air conditioning in my car. It's August the 9th. And it's warm. Now I know most of the people who are watching this are probably already in school right now, but my school doesn't start till next week, and I'm on my way to a meet and greet. Okay, need a break. Ooh. Since we're talking about the start of school, I thought I'd make a little video for those of you who hate school. I want to talk about how to stop hating school and start loving it. Now there's some of you who just love school naturally, and this is not for you. You go on, you do your thing, good on you. But for those of you who would rather dig your own heart out with a spoon and eat it, this one's for you. The thing I think that is true about someone like you, because I know it was true about me when I was in school, is that you want to enjoy life, and yet there's this giant thing that takes up all your time that you don't naturally enjoy, and is draining all the enjoyment out of life because you simply hate it. My question is, wouldn't it be better to do that thing that's taking up all your time and actually enjoy it? Is there a way? I think there is. But first, let's go meet some new students. Gotta be honest, I love and hate those things simultaneously. I love it because I get to meet a bunch of new students and see a bunch of my old students that I haven't seen in a while. I hate it because it's so stinking loud in there. I feel like after an hour of that I need to go find a deprivation chamber and sit under a heavy blanket or something. Anyway, let's go home. Alright, so here's what I learned about loving things that you don't naturally love. The way we tend to approach anything, whether it's a person or whether it's a subject we're learning in school or whatever, is that we want to know it in order to love it. So like you would get to know somebody to find out if they're worth loving. So in that case, there's like this distance between you and that person or you and that thing that you're wondering if you're going to love or not. The posture of the heart in that case is, prove yourself to me and then I will tell you whether or not I love you. And honestly, I think that's the posture of heart that most of us have when we come to something we don't want to do or something we don't naturally like. I mean, I know that's how I was in school. I hated school. To me, it's just something you had to grit your teeth to get through so that you can get to the other side and then start doing the things that you actually want to do. But then somebody pointed something out to me and it changed the way I thought about this forever. There's a little book by a philosopher named Esther Meeks, and what she said in that book is that most of the time when we approach something unknown, we stand in the posture and say, prove yourself to me and then I'll show you whether or not I love you. But what she said is that you can't know something in order to love it. You must love something in order to know it. And I know I'm getting heady here, but I promise this will change your life if you let it. Think about it in terms of a friendship or a relationship. If I get into a relationship with somebody and I stand back with my arms crossed saying, prove yourself to me, show me, let me get to know you before I decide whether or not I'm going to love you, then I will never truly know that person because that person is only going to surrender like their true self, the riches that are within them, they're only going to surrender those to somebody they know already loves them. They're not going to reach in and give those treasures out to somebody who's standing in judgment of them, wondering and making sure that they are worthy of love. Okay, what does this have to do with anything? Let me try to bring it home now. If you're the kind of person who hates school, who is just something to endure until you can get home at the end of the day, you want to enjoy your life, and this school thing is taking up so much time and draining all of your energy and making it impossible for you to really enjoy things. But here's the thing, you're not going to get out of school. Nobody's getting out of school. You have to be there. So instead of coming to those subjects that you have to sit through an hour a day, 2 hours a day, whatever it is, instead of sitting in those subjects with your arms crossed, waiting for those subjects to prove themselves to you, whether or not they're worthy of your admiration and love, what if you came to those subjects humbly, open, saying, there must be some marvelous treasure hidden within these. And by the way, that's true. You're not just trying to lie to yourself to get yourself into a different frame of mind. Every subject has within it treasures that if you were to see them would blow your mind, would delight and dazzle you. But the thing is, you will never see those things. Your heart will never light up unless you come to it humbly, loving it in order to know it. A subject, just like a person, will not surrender the deepest riches that it has to offer to somebody who is skeptical and withholding. something. Some of you are listening to this and you're like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, love math, love algebra, love economics. And my answer is yes. You already know what it feels like to sit in a classroom and hate the subject matter, but wouldn't you like to pass through those hours with some measure of delight, with some measure of enchantment? And if so, the only way I know to do that is to come to those things, to come to those subjects, even the ones that are taught badly, even the ones whose teachers feel like they hate you, to come to those subjects and say, there must be something magnificent in this. And I want to find out what that is. Now, I'm not saying that'll happen all at once. I'm not saying it'll happen immediately. This is not magic. That is not a quick fix. It's a change in mind that has to happen over weeks and months and years. But I promise you that if you do it, if you humble yourself in this way, you will find yourself with the ability to pass through even the most difficult things in life. All right, that's it. Bye. Alright, thanks for watching. If you find yourself wanting to love to know this channel, then hit the subscribe button and join our little community here. YouTube thinks it really knows you and thinks you're going to love that video over there. And if this video dazzled you and enchanted you, then hit that like button and let me know. Alright, we'll see you later.